Ladies and gentlemen, I ask that you please rise for the playing of our national anthem, performed by our Lake Orion High School band under the direction of Michael Steele. Good evening. My name is Steve Hawley, and as principal of Lake Orion High School, I welcome you to the commencement ceremonies for the graduating class of 2017. At this time, I would like to acknowledge our distinguished guests from the Board of Education, President Scott Taylor, Vice President Birgit McQuiston, Treasurer Jim Weedman, Secretary Dana Mermel, Trustee Nate Butke, Trustee Stephen Dracos, and Trustee Bill Holt. Our Central Office Administration and Directors, Superintendent Marion Giannopoulos, Assistant Superintendents John Fitzgerald, Heidi Mercer, and Rick Arnett. Director of Curriculum, Carrie Anderson. Learning Options Supervisor, Kristen Slowinski. And Director of Operations, Wes Goodman. Our school administrators, elementary principals, Jennifer Goethals, Rob Murray, Ken Noose, Lauren Smith, Andrew Tollerton, and Adam Weldon. Our middle school principals, Sarah Manzo, Jason Larson, Dan Haas, Dave McKay, Randy Groya, and our high school administrators, Darren Abbasi, Chris Bell, Sarah Boudreau, and Kyle Medier. And finally, our tremendous high school and district faculty who are here with us this evening. Each year, graduation represents a very special event for many people. To open the proceedings this evening and to honor the stars of the ceremony, the 570 graduates seated before me, I ask that you please draw your attention to the video boards above for a special presentation produced by our very own television production workshop class and senior, Kristen Penrose.
high school memory is definitely when Miss Stringer got a Twitter. Every time she tweets, I get a notification now, and it just brightens up my day.
My favorite memory from high school is going to the Lake Orion Choir Retreat.
My favorite high school memory had to be the pep assemblies, especially my first one.
Performing at the Marching Band Grand Nationals my freshman year in Indianapolis.
Definitely being in Brian Bishop's class. He's an icon.
Going to homecoming all 4 years.
Probably the Powder Puff Games. I played both junior and senior year, and I just had a really good time.
I had a lot of really good friends I met in high school, all in like TPW and the Thespian Troop.
Playing football, a lot of great things went on there, tackling people.
All the times that I got to spend with the choir throughout the last 4 years and all the memories that had brought along. Definitely varsity football.
Probably be TPW because of all the friends I've made and all the opportunities that I've had in the class.
So high school has taught me a lot, but mostly it taught me to not care what other people think, because other people are stupid.
What I'm going to miss most about high school is being interviewed for LOAM. It's probably the peak of my time so far.
Seeing all my friends every day and always having something to do after school.
Probably all the great people I met and all the staff members I came close to after all the years.
Playing football 4 years, you know, the camaraderie with all the other players.
The teachers. That's really nerdy, but...
Hanging with friends at school.
I'll miss seeing the friendly faces around the halls and waving hi to people.
All of my friends, because I've gotten close to a lot of people. Just stay true to yourself, stay who you are, don't let the society and what people think of you deter you. I learned how to properly log onto the Moodle page.
Just become a better person and individual and live on your dream.
I've learned that it doesn't take much to change somebody's life, and small things add up to make a big difference.
I've learned that the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell.
And I think, if you stress too much about college or, test scores and stuff, you really miss out on some of the great opportunities you have here.
To adjust to new environments and how to make friends and new people. Enjoy high school, enjoy your friends, because it goes by pretty fast. Just keep going, because these 4 years, they go by.
After high school, I want to really focus on my career.
I'm going to Central Michigan University for business.
I'm going to Michigan State University and studying accounting.
I'm enlisting in the United States Marine Corps, going for K-9 handler.
I'm going to Michigan State University to major in supply chain management.
I'm going to the University of Michigan and I'm studying political science.
I'm going to Saginaw Valley State University and I'm majoring in business.
I'm going to Michigan State University and I'm studying mechanical engineering.
I'm attending the University of Michigan, Ann Arbor.
Grand Valley State University for computer engineering.
I'm going to Grand Valley and I'll be majoring in behavioral neuroscience and I'll become an occupational therapist.
I'm going to Michigan State University and I'm majoring in computer science.
I'm going to Oakland University to play volleyball.
I'll be attending Michigan State University and pursuing marketing.
I'm going to Arizona State University to major in something in business.
I'm going to Central Michigan University.
I'm going to Michigan Tech for engineering.
I'm going to have fun throughout summer, and then I'm going to go to Grand Valley State University for accounting.
I'm going to Michigan State University and I'm majoring in human biology. I'm going to Oakland University and I'm majoring in elementary education.
I'm going to the University of Pennsylvania. I'm going to major in either electrical engineering, computer engineering, or physics.
Our first presentation this evening will be the Board of Education address. It is my pleasure to introduce Scott Taylor, President of the Lake Orion Board of Education.
Good evening. On behalf of the Lake Orion Community Schools Board of Education, I would like to welcome staff, family, and friends to celebrate the Lake Orion High School graduates of 2017. This stage has seen hundreds of superstars and entertainment icons. Kid Rock, Bob Dylan, Stevie Nicks, Frank Sinatra, Tim McGraw, Eric Clapton, Pat Benatar, Pearl Jam, and of course, Jimmy Buffett. While these names are important to the entertainment world, I believe that all 570 graduates that walk across this stage tonight, albeit scholars, thespians, musicians, athletes, comedians, carpenters, mechanics, cosmetologists, scientists, leaders and engineers of tomorrow, you, my friends, are the true superstars. Parents, family, and friends, thank you for choosing to make education a priority in your child's life. Thank you for supporting your student throughout their journey, from kindergartners getting on that bus for the first time to this very special day. Please continue to support these young people in all the important life decisions that they have before them. Graduates, today marks a major milestone in your journey of life. Savor it, enjoy it, and take this opportunity to breathe and plot out the next segment of your journey. Ponder all you have learned from your studies and your peers. Celebrate your accomplishments and learn from your mistakes. Life truly is a journey and not a destination, and judging by the accomplishments that the class of 2017 has achieved, I cannot wait to see all the places that you will go. I'm not sure if you realize this, but you are about to be part of a very prestigious group. A group that formed in 1893 in a small farm and resort town in northern Oakland County. A group that has been supported endeavors and dreams of Lake Orion students for over 124 years. A group that prides themselves in their community and education system. Membership can never be revoked or denied because you have all paid your dues. You've dedicated your time and you've given your hearts and talents to the green and white because you are all Lake Orion Dragons. I would like to be the first one to welcome you to the Lake Orion Dragon alumni. Come on guys, you're alumni. Please enjoy this time and thank you for allowing us to be part of this special day. Go Dragons.
It is my privilege now to introduce Superintendent of Lake Orion Community Schools, Marian Giannopoulos.
Thank you. Good evening, members of the Board of Education, administrators, faculty, guests, very proud parents and family members, but especially the Lake Orion graduating class of 2017. Tonight, for my remarks, I'm going to tell you a little story, something that happened to me a few weeks ago. I was home, and I turned the television on, and a movie that was playing I watched was Forrest Gump. Now, many of you may never have watched it, but I'm sure that you are familiar with a very, very famous saying from that movie, which is, "Life is like a box of chocolates." Now, coincidentally, someone gave me a box of candy about 3 days later. You know, the assorted kind that has all different candies inside of it? Well, sometimes when you get a box of candy and you open it up, the inside lid has a legend or a map that tells you what each piece of candy is. Unfortunately, my box did not have that. So here's how I approached this kind of daunting task. I was pretty sure which ones were caramels, which are my favorites, because those are the kind of little square ones. I also knew which ones were the cherries, because they usually have a mound with a little swirl on top. And of course, the nutty ones are pretty obvious. But the other ones are mysterious. So now, there are a couple of ways that you can approach this. I could simply take a bite out of one, see if I like it, and if I didn't, I would throw it away. Or, and I've done this only a few times, admitting it, I could poke my finger in it to see what kind it was. But of course, I would throw that one away too. But then I started thinking about what Forrest Gump really meant in that line from the movie. And it dawned on me what he was alluding to when he said life is a box of chocolates. And this is what I would like to share with you, class of 17. I want you to think of your future as if it is a box of chocolates, some that you receive, but there's no legend or map in the box. You are going to have to make some decisions as you go on to new experiences in your life. But like picking a piece of candy from the box, you may not know what's going to happen until after you bite into that piece of chocolate. Every single new experience you encounter will be something that you don't know about until you do it or until you live it. And it may not turn out to be an experience that you like. But on the other hand, it may be the greatest experience of all. You know, in a box of candy, the colors and shapes on the outside relate to how you think it's going to happen on the inside. But the inside is what shows the real happening. Life is full of surprises, and sometimes, no matter how hard you try to plan, things don't work out a certain way for you. But half the pleasure of eating a piece of candy is you might discover a new and delicious sensation, one that you never knew existed and you may never find again. Forrest Gump used this quote to exemplify the randomness of life. He meant that sometimes you get the ones you don't like, and sometimes you get the ones that you do like. But independent of all of that, what you should do is just keep on eating chocolates and putting your hands in the box. Life is random. I encourage you strongly to try new experiences. Don't give up quickly. Don't throw opportunities away because you think you may not like them. Just like a box of candy, you have wonderful surprises ahead of you every time you choose to eat one. Lake Orion class of 17, I wish you tremendously wonderful surprises in your future. Now, I have one last thing to say to all 570 of you in closing. I now invite you to unfollow me on Twitter because you do not need to know if I'm going to call a snow day. Congratulations.
We now have the pleasure of hearing the Lake Orion High School Choir, under the direction of Bryce Thompson, performing their selection, Freedom Train.
Peace and justice reign. One day we shall rule.
Our first student message this evening, The Fire Within, is presented by Belina Gasky.
Three characters, one letter and two numbers, have dominated our conversations and social media. The motto L17, or as the seniors pronounce it, LIT, has unified the bright class of 2017 as we filled the bleachers to cheer on our teams, chased our careers and our dreams, and pondered who created LO memes. When we invoke the term LIT, our class does not refer to the seemingly negative connotation of the word. For us, LIT translates to excitement and invigoration, a celebratory term to describe our unity and school spirit. These past 4 years at Lake Orion High School have lit a fire inside each of our souls. It represents our unique passions and life's potential. After 4 years of fuel and growth, strong fires now roar within us. As we journey into our future lives, let us harness their power and strive to light up a world in desperate need of our talents and grit. Lighting a fire requires kindling and energy to induce a spark. As we grew from children to adolescents, our parents and educators kindled our academic curiosities and sparked our imaginations with dreams for the future. Their unconditional love and encouragement were hot coals, a steady foundation for our flames. These influences inspired us and matured us into confident young adults. Before moving forward, be sure to thank them for the virtues and values they have instilled within you. When small flickering flames coalesce, they feed off each other to create a brilliant blaze. We quickly discovered that the heat given off by a massive bonfire is far more effective than that of a single torch. Over the past 4 years, we've learned how to feed off one another in order to brighten our communities. Let us reflect, but not rest, on the success of our teamwork thus far, how our food drives and service projects have provided nourishment and warmth, how our music and artistry have spread joy and captured beauty, and, most importantly, how we have supported each other through personal struggles great and small. As bright as our futures are, we will inevitably encounter challenges that seem like thunderclouds darkening a sunny sky. Whether these hardships feel like a sprinkling rain or a torrential downpour, know that nothing can fully extinguish the power burning within you. A flame so intense can only reside in the heart of a dragon. I urge you to look inward, embrace your individuality. Let that fire within you blaze a path forward into a future filled with adventures to experience our beautiful world, chances to test your character, and opportunities to light the way for others. Take leaps of faith and you might just soar, the heat within helping you rise to any occasion. No matter where you venture, know that the Lake Orion Dragons will always welcome you back with open wings. Now, class of 2017, take one last glance at all these glowing flames, your peers. Cherish the experiences we have embraced together over these 4 years. As you prepare to embark on the dynamic journey of your future, remember that you do not need to ignite your flame. It's already lit.
At this time, I ask that Madison Stevens approach the podium for the final student message, once a dragon, always a dragon.
On September 3rd, 2013, most of us walked into Lake Orion High School, our hands full with folders, binders, schedules, and in a panic, we realized we didn't go to STAR before first hour. We tried to figure out what all the different bells meant and more important matters, such as who we'd sit with at lunch, and should we take the main stairs. The change from middle school to high school seemed so big, yet, compared to everyone else, we were so small. By winter, we had the bearings of the school and started to find out who our newest friends were. We were meeting new people trying new things, and finally understood why Thursdays were so special. That Lake Orion delicacy, Dragon Stomp. As freshman year came to a close, we started to understand what being in high school was all about, and we learned we are dragons. As sophomore year began, the only thing that mattered was that we weren't freshmen anymore. Little did we know how much we would grow over this year. We realized for the first time we could make it 7 hours without our phones, as sellout went from an idea to reality. We learned we had to study to pass tests, work hard for clubs and sports, and some of us even started our first jobs. We learned that this place was fun, whether it was Friday night football games, concerts with friends, or just hanging in the commons with each other. We began to understand how special Lake Orion High School was, even if it took us 10 minutes to walk into school from the parking lot. This year, we solidified the fact that we are dragons. Junior year, or as some would call it, our most important year of high school, brought us tests. Luckily, we are becoming masters of this high school thing. We could overcome challenges, whether it was mastering tests, setting personal bests in sports, or getting out of our comfort zone on stage. We are excelling at anything we set our minds to, including beating the seniors in Powder Puff. It was time for us to start preparing about what's next. We all started to dream of what we wanted to do in life. And by the time prom took place, we were ready to run this school and celebrate with our friends as dragons. As we started senior year, we were no longer those panicked little freshmen who wondered when we went to homeroom. We breezed through the hallways with confidence. The tough part was over. We are now taking our victory lap. As the year dragged on, it was bittersweet as we realized this was our year of last. Our last first day, last homecoming, last LO Lotto, our last Special Olympics basketball game, last spring musical and concerts, and everything else that comes to an end once we leave. Before senior year, many people around us told us not to wish our days away and to enjoy these lasts while we could. I hope that you savored as many lasts as you could, because I know I did. It's been 4 years since we first entered Lake Orion High School, and tonight we are shaking the hands of the people who have gotten us where we are now: classmates, teachers, staff, administration, and family. Thank you for the past 4 years. Azar Nafisi said, "You get a strange feeling when you're about to leave a place, like you'll not only miss the people you love, but you'll miss the person you are now at this time and this place, because you'll never be this way ever again." So, as we move on, whether we stay in Lake Orion, move across the country, or even the world, we may no longer be the same people we are today, but will always be dragons at heart.
The senior members of the Lake Orion High School Band and Wind Ensemble, directed by Michael Steele, now present their selection, Manzoni. Each year, as graduation season approaches, I make it a point to sit down with various graduating seniors to ask them what they believe makes their class unique. This seems to always help me prepare my thoughts and my words to share at the commencement ceremony. This year, I received a great deal of feedback on the many and interesting, exceptional characteristics of the class of 2017. Of this feedback, I heard comments about how this class was unique because they were the first to endure the change from the ACT test to the new SAT assessment. I also heard their thoughts on their many experiences with the Freshman Academy and as ninth graders transitioning to a new building, the friendships that they have developed over their 4 years at the high school, and a great many seniors explained how they all were able to find their niche in the midst of a large high school. Somewhat surprisingly, not one senior mentioned the now infamous Twitter page at LO Meme Crew and the ability of the account manager to go undetected throughout their high school career. Nonetheless, I want to personally thank the managers of the account for keeping Mr. Hawley completely out of the trolls. But on a more serious note, this class has indeed managed to be very unique, which is no small feat in the illustrious history of the many outstanding graduating classes at Lake Orion High School. Recently, it came to my attention just how unique this class is. The class of 2017 represents the last class of graduates as a total group to have birth dates in the 1900s. While this fact may make many of the adults in the audience feel very old, it can also serve as an important reminder of how time often has a tendency of moving along without hesitating to acknowledge the human experience, making sense of the old proverb that time and tide wait for no man. For the graduates here today, it can serve as a very important reminder to truly cherish each and every day, that we have all been given the tremendous opportunity to make the most of our time. For many years, my office wall adorned a simple quote which speaks to this opportunity. It read, "The bad news is, time flies. The good news is, you are the pilot." Graduates, throughout your 4 years at Lake Orion High School, you have demonstrated this spirit, the understanding and importance of making every moment count, the drive to overcome challenges, and the determination to persevere. I call on each of you to continue to meet every new challenge with an open mind and treat each opportunity as a blessing. And as you move forward, know that you will carry with you everything that you have learned and the never-ending support of the Dragon family. Know that you have prepared well, and despite the passage of time, you will long be remembered for who you are today. Today, you are a group of 570 young adults united as the Lake Orion High School class of 2017. Different individuals who have all achieved the same goal, a group that is the result of many decisions, much hard work, and the assistance of many people. You have strengthened the great traditions of our high school, committed yourselves to the service of others, and made all of us very proud of how you have represented the green and white. We also pridefully acknowledge that today you leave this school and community having many and varied accomplishments across the fields of academia, arts, and athletics. And while we credit you with these tremendous accomplishments, it is also important to remember that they were not achieved alone. Credit should also be given to those people nurturing, supporting, and encouraging you along the way. I now ask that your parents please stand to be recognized. Before I officially certify the class of 2017, I want to give you my best and remind you that as time marches forward, each minute, each hour, and each day, you have the potential for greatness. In the words of Albert Einstein, learn from yesterday, live for today, and hope for tomorrow. Congratulations, class of 2017, and go Dragons. Board of Education, based upon the completion of the graduation requirements of the Lake Orion Community Schools, and with the graduation requirements set forth by the state of Michigan, it is a privilege and an honor to present to you from Lake Orion High School the graduating class of 2017.
It is my honor and privilege to present the President of Student Leadership, Madison Kennedy Stevens. The Vice President of Student Leadership, Ryan Lewis Culp. The Treasurer of Student Leadership, Andrew Stephen Polis. The Secretary of Student Leadership, Emma Elizabeth Modoc. Community Public Relations Director of Student Leadership, Jessica Marie Lacanis. Belina Juniper Gasky. Serene Abu Hamdan. Brandon Lee Adams. Ellery Lynn Adams. Mason Whitaker Adolphs. Alexis Marie Aguilar. Arib Ahmed. Jaron Reese Albright. Brandon Gerald Allaire. Benjamin David Anderson. Devin Nicholas Anderson. Elizabeth Louise Anderson. Sylvie Anna Antal. My colleague from the business department, Jennifer Ulrich.
Jacob Eric Armstrong. Cody Andrew Asher. Rachel Crying Asidu. Timothy Michael Off. Alexis Michelle Babbitts. Katia Asanova Baert. Jamie Lee Bailey. Randall Todd Baker. Jack William Barker. Rachel Lauren Barker. Abigail Ann Barnwald. Madison Rebecca Berry. Hannah Marie Bass. Zachary John Battershell. Samantha Jean Bauman. Jared Dieter Beer. Trent James Bellinger. Gavin Michael Belcher. Jamie Lynn Bell. I'd like to introduce my colleague from the business department, B. Norris.
Megan Elizabeth Bennett. Chelsea Rose Benoot. Nathan Carl Barron. Mallory Marie Berriman. Logan James Berry. Marlena Kathleen Bertetto. Joseph Michael Beda. Brandon Timothy Bindig. Zachary James Bishop. Shelby May Bissett. Russell Warren Bloomkey III. Michelle Marie Bowden. Victoria Grace Bohannon. Daniel Charles Bojanowski. Ian Michael Bookout. Seth Michael Borglin. Ashley Grace Boston. Summer Denise Boston. And now I'd like to introduce my colleague from the science department, Andrea Brook.
Emmeline Marie Boulin. Alyssa Emily Bowden. Nicholas Christopher Brennan. Lauren Elizabeth Brennicky. John Cole Brenner. Lindsay Jean Brent. Joseph John Brisky. Gwyneth Adia Broadbeck. Andre Clinton Brown. Christopher Ashley Brown. Josie Lucille Bruckner. Delaney Ray Bryce. Austin Michael Bukowski. Abby K. Burke. Ashley Lynn Bernard. Ellie Elizabeth Bertraw. Kirsten Lois Ruth Busum. James Aaron Byers. Austin Michael Cadju. Lily Ann Katie. It is my pleasure to introduce a member of the Physical Education Department, Mr. Derek Delzer.
Tara Nicole Campbell.
Zachary Matthew Campion. Maria Janae Canales. Bradley James Cannon. Luis Alonzo Carcamo Jr. Taylor Elizabeth Carlini. Tyler James Carlton. Lauren Catherine Carr. McKenna Marie Karen. Cody Corbett Carter. Noah Thomas Carver. Zachary Richard Case. Sean Robert Chaser. Olivia Kathleen Chambers. Masson Nicole Check. Alexander Carter Chevrier. Adam Fitzgerald Klebeck. Sue Young Choi. Dontiana Demira Christie. Catherine Joy Ciarelli. Scout Alexander Ciora. Jessica Marie Clark. Next, I'd like to introduce from the Social Studies Department, Michelle Kierton.
Dallas Jordan Cleary. Stephanie Coachman. Christina Rose Colvett. Melanie Renee Combs. Kaylee Lauren Combs. Michael James Connell. Emma Lee Catherine Conway. Zachary Mark Cook Pinnell. Julia Michelle Cornacchia. Judith Casio Arroyo. Evan David Cox. Nicholas Anthony Crawford. Madison Lynn Creech. Brooke Deanne Crocker. Elizabeth Marie Cunningham. Nicholas David Swissession. Brad Matthew Denzer II. Nicholas Francis D'Amato. Audrey Jane Davenport. Monica De Silva Reguera. Megan Lucille De Kaiser. Sean Frederick Diploma. Sanjani Harel Desai. And now I'd like to introduce my colleague from the Modern Language Department, Jennifer Howe.
Liam Dolakia. Martina Diaz Paton Garzon. Tao Layman Deep. Eric Richard Dietz. Hunter Ann Dayani. Megan Nicole Dervin. Sarah Marie Dobson. Spencer Patrick Dodson. Eden Elizabeth Donetti. Erin Francis Judy. James Blade Drew. Cole Richard Driscoll. Madeline Shea Drury. Olivia Grace Medina Duffy. Madeline Lorraine Dunkley. Maxwell Jonathan Dunn. Brandon Tyler Dutton. Cameron Gray Dutton. Cheyenne Paige Dwyer. Alexandra Helen Eagle. Taylor Elizabeth Eaton. Nicholas Conrad Fuller Ebner. David Richard Emilian. Austini Anthony Emig. It's now my pleasure to introduce Therese Collins from our science department.
Alexis Marie Enzer. Amori Manier Estrada. Jack Mitchell Everts. Olivia Kaylee Faber. Sarah Bina Falkowski. Sophia Catherine Finelli. Alex Donald Fillmore. Andrea Nicole Findley. Thomas Leo Finneran. Aspen McLean Finnegan. Marilyn Grace Finstrom. Brendan Douglas Fiorani. Jenna Maureen Flanagan. Nicholas Simmons Fletcher. Brendan Christopher Flum. Brian Gregory Flynn. Erin Marie Foe. Jacob Anthony Furkatich. Joshua Stephen Furkatich. Megan Catherine First. Melissa Marie Gabrielle. Dominic Michael Galloway. Cora Gons. Matthew William Gardner. And now I'd like to introduce my colleague from the Languages Department, Mr. Tim Kelly.
Gabrielle Marie Garlicky. Philip Bernard Garufilis. Laura May Gary. Juliana Ruth Gehrig. George Thomas Gazelle II. Emma Claire Gibb. Sean Robert Giddings. Jared Michael Geese. Jacqueline Lee Gingell. Brandon Michael Giovanangeli. Maxwell Aiden Gomez. Go ahead. Paige Michelle Goodman. Zachary Ronald Godowicki. Jordan Nicole Gould. Alexa Jordan Grady. Emily Taylor Grady. Anna Joy Graffio. Marissa Kaylee Granite. Emily Caitlin Granzo. Lauren Ashley Graves. Matthew Robert Green. Isabella Alexis Greiser. Christopher Stephen Griffin. Thomas William Guayana. Alexa Rashay Godotti. Johannes, thank you. Andrew Johannes Godotti. I'd like to introduce my colleague, Mr. Swash.
João Paulo Salvador Gurgel. Danielle Josephine Gutilius. Alexander Richard Gazelle. Colin Hunter Hatchie. Garrett West Hellemar. Alexandra Page Hall. Andrew David Sang Hyung Hall. Morgan Sienna Ham. Gabrielle Christine Hamay. Sabrina Mary Hampton. Emma Marie Hanna. Joshua James Hanson. Madison Linda Harper. Anthony Dwayne Hartman. Margaret Cecile Hastings. Morgan Ann Hastings. Taggart Oliver Hatch. Brittany Olivia Hay. Cooper Ingle Hazel. Christopher Joseph Heath. Lucas Bjorn Heilman. Brooke Kelly Henderson. Samantha Jewel Hennigy. Sarah Michelle Hennings. Morgan Danielle Heron. Danine Hope Hess. Emily Delise Hewitt. Sydney Paige Hicks. Jackson Paul Hill. Alexis Renee Hines. Hunter Stephen Hintz. Lindsay Elizabeth Hodge. Eric Matthew Hoffman. Kyle Julian Holaball. Julie Anna Ruth Holt. Nicholas Todd Horn. Maxwell Douglas Hornifer. Sydney Ray Huff. Drew Nicholas Hubbard. Emma May Hubeck. Connor Sullivan Hughes. Brianna Marie Hurley. Natalie Sophia Houston. Kang Trong Huang. Cameron James Ingolia. Sierra Nicole Isaacson. Drew Gamble Isbister. Abigail Joyce Ivan. Emily Alexis Jacobs. Keaton David Jakrewski. Jared Robert Janiga. Emerson Chow Jeanette. And now introducing my colleague from the Science Department, Mr. Polanki.
Michael Cole Jarvis. Austin Bradley Jewell. Kyan Malin Johnson. Emily Rose Johnson. Sarah Mae Johnson. Sydney Blair Johnson. Joshua William Jor. Brandon Lee Jones. Matthew Allen Junkin. Brandon Michael Kodolski. Calabria Marie Collage. Leah Alexandra Kaluger. Hinata Kamita. Aaron Victor Karjala. Grace Joyce Carup. Ellie Renee Cast. Victoria June Kaznowski. Jacob Peter Kiefer. Amanda Rose Keller. Allison Isabel Kelly. Sarah Marie Kelly. Brooke Maida Kirsten. George Michael Corey. Shelby Lee Kingston. Natalie Ann Marie Kincaid. Raven Jasmine Kinzer. Joshua Allen Klein. And it's with great pleasure I introduce from the PE department, Mr. Dave Whitaker.
Courtney Jean Kolstad. Trevor Nolan Coop. Olivia May Coper. Jessica Ann Costin. Mackenzie Ray Kovalevich. Jessica Ann Cosma. Melissa Ann Kratt. Perry Catherine Kraus. Zachary Kurkowski. Benjamin Tommen Krzyzewski. Heather Ann Kolkis. Noah Paul Kunzelman. Morgan Elizabeth Kyle. Austin Michael Lamb. Joseph Michael Lanstra. Megan Jacqueline LaRue. Matthew David Latterell. Jared Michael Lawrence. Jada Louise Laws. Elena Nicole Leach. Justin Kenneth Lee. Nathan Paul Lemming. Alec Joseph Letica. Sarah Taylor Levering. Megan Elizabeth Llewellyn. Austin Shepard Lohr. Justin Angelo Loftus. Emily Leona Lopez. At this time, I'd like to introduce a member of the Special Education Department, Alexis Stone.
Jordy Lopez. Sean Robert Lovejoy. Michael James Lowry. Hannah Jean Lute. Anton Louis Angchioko McCallagum. Devlin Robert McCauley. Kyle Robert Makowski. Gregory Nicholas Mackey. Amara Danae Manley. Madeline Rose Marcetti. Jordan Elise Marchese. Christopher Michael James Moresh. Denise Madeline Marino. Enyo Marcu. Kiera Priscilla Martin. Mason Scott Martin. Connor Matthew Masters. Aubrey Ann Mathis. Allison Patricia Carolyn Mattias. Ashley Noel Maxwell. Hope Marie McBride. Dylan Thomas McCallum. Jeffrey William McCarty. Taylor Patrick McCarty. Zachary Michael McClure. Jessica Renee McCullum. Kayla Elizabeth McCormick. I am pleased to introduce from the Physical Education Department, Mr. Vincent Booker.
James Allen McElwain. Kyle John McOwen. Isaac Joseph McFadden. Joseph Terrence McGran. Ryan Edward McGraw. Joshua Miles McMahon. Alex Robert McTavish. Ashley Galilea Medina. Kyle Luis Weiss Mendez. Rafael Alonzo Mendez. Seth James Mayatek. Hannah Marie Mikula. Shelby Marie Mishak. Christian Alexander Misterovich. Hannah Michelle Mix. Melina Marie Mosheri. Jacob Nicholas Modoc. Ryan Nicholas Modoc. Garrett James Moody. Lindsay Elizabeth Moran. Garrett George Moreau. Daniel James Morgan. Brandon Michael Morrow. Adele Moscatelli. Max Anthony Moses. Tyler Platts Moses. Samuel Knight Movius. It's now my pleasure to introduce Michelle Novak from the Counseling Department.
Samantha Grace Mulcahy. Logan Page Muller. Jordan Lee Malonis. Mitchell David Monroe. Brianna Magena Murray. Jacob Peter Negri. Darren Harry Newman. Quan Dang Nguyen. Eric Gregory Nielsen. Kylie Renee Norden. Nicholas Gary Novak. Edgar Leonardo Nunez Martorell. Noah Glenn News. Shania Maureen Nutt Lewis. Cheyenne Beverly Orozco. Rhiannon Schmidt Orr. Alexa Nash Otto. Henry Jerome Otto. Carolyn Adair Ouellette. Hannah K. Owens. Nathan Michael Platka. Samantha Marie Paquette. Mackenzie Brooke Parker. Lillian Neva Paxton. Emily Rose Pence. Hannah Laura Pendergrass. Kristen Elise Penrose. Ethan Matthew Pistano. Now I'd like to introduce a member of the Counseling Department, Alicia Connor.
Caitlin Virginia Peters. Julia Peverini. Liam Gunnar Pfeiffer. Joshua Leonard Phipps. Adam Charles Pocock. Chad Allen Pocock. Leah Ann Poland. Nathan Evan Podruski. Rachel Ann Pozo. Jillian Caroline Preuss. Jacqueline Claire Preby. Michael Robert Prosco. Haley Elizabeth Purdy. Zoe Ellen Quinn. Emma Anna Jean Raker. Jesse Thomas Rapadati. Haley Michelle Ray. Sherry R. Reza. Lucas Brian Reith. Taryn Mary Margaret Red. Michaela Lynn Regenek. Danielle Patricia Reber. Courtney Bryn Rakowski. Daniel Edwin Richards III. Kyle Jacob Roberts. Tanner John Robertson. Kayla Yvette Rodriguez. Gianna Eva Rowland. Cree Fall Rowley. Emily Ann Shurin. It's now my pleasure to introduce a member of the Social Studies Department, Amy Redmond.
Savannah Lorraine Roll. Madison Grace Romansky. Desiree Lon Romero. Nicholas James Rose. Alyssa Marie Ross. Moe Masaki Russell. Daniel Logan Rule. Kyle Austin Ryan. Emmanuel Saito. Juanluca Saleta. Matthew Evan Shepper. Connor Daniel Schlitt. Andrew Jared Shanyan. Mitchell Jacob Shanyan. Noah David Schwarz. Stacia Raquel Scoggins. Dylan Davenport Siebold. Mackenzie Ryan Sequin. Stefan Peter Surzo. Savannah Faith Sester. Rebecca Joy Sharp. Sarah Christine Shea. Gabriel Joseph Shivers. Audrey Caroline Schulke. Kamraj Singh. Autumn Christine Sink. Caitlin Ray Sins. Claudia Marie Skirna. And it is my pleasure to introduce from the Social Studies Department, Wendy Baccaroot.
Mason Ann Slade. Joseph McNeil Slayton. Aaliyah Sloan. Andrea Joy Slemzensky. Megan Marie Slemzensky. Anna Camille Smith. Eric Michael Smith. Shelby Elizabeth Smith. Sydney Lee Smith. Taylor Elizabeth Smith. Yasmin Latasha Smith. Samuel Alexander Smirtnick. Hunter Noel Snyder. Nicholas Roland Snyder. Evan Conrad Solarzik. Caitlin Marie Spearing. Jacqueline Ann Spencer. Brandon Matthew Stanier. Aaron Michael Stark. Brendan Michael Steele. Danielle Christine Steinhubel. Benjamin Robert Stellman. Timothy Michael Stewart. Brock Charles Steeb. Dylan Matthew Stroshine. Cochin Sun. Claire Rose Sinlowski. An Huang Tan. Brittany K. Tarkani. It's my pleasure to introduce my colleague from the Business Department, Ms. Robin Andrus. Lindsay Marie Tate. Gregory Andrew Taylor. Nora Marie Teagan. Zachary Christopher Teague. Janelle Adrienne Phelan. Isabel Anna Toit. Catherine Grace Thomas. Nicholas Daniel Thompson. Lydia Jane Elizabeth Thuss. Dan Quinton Tibbetts. Lily Tier. Ryan Patrick Tomaszewski. Jordan Lee Traylor. Foon T. Nam Treen. Anastasia Catherine Trzynski. Chelsea Marie Turk. Isaac Christopher Truman. Stephanie Jin Erlob. Emily Rose Valentine. Adam Joseph Van Amstel. Ariana Sarah Van Gessel. Travis John Vanden Heuvel. Haley Marie Van Eck. Alexis Marie Van Warmer. Kelvin Scott Vargason. Destiny Yvonne Vinson. Ethan James Wagner. Hunter Jacob Waldrop. Matthew Daniel Walton. Now I'd like to introduce my colleague, our school psychologist, Dr. Jared Wood.
Reese Henry Wallach. Channing L. Wan. Ashley Nicole Wander. Rachel Olivia Worstler. Brianna Danielle Washington. Nyla Saray Watt. Gianna Marie Wesolowski. Kelly Ann Westman. Daniel James White. Dylan Michael White. Rianne Louise White. Roger Lewis White, Jr. Lindsay Renee Whiteman. Michael Robert Wilker. Donovan Williams. Christopher Henry Wilson. Sean Henry Wilson. Sydney Jane Wilson. Summer Rose Weiniger. Abigail Margaret Ellen Wise. Justin Daniel Wolmer. Jenna Claire Wolf. Riley Catherine Wolf. Avery Carlton Womack. Gavin Michael Womack. Gabrielle Paige Wood. Sika Madison Woodworth. Austin Jeffrey Wright. Devin Jacob Wright. Lena Nicole Wunsch. Maxwell David Wyborski. Natalia Kali Shong. Lali Jesse Yang. Courtney Paulette Young. Madeline Marie Zalak. Ashley Renee Zargami. Rebecca Rose Zelmansky. Stephen Eric Zimieski. Grayson Emily Zotter. Liam Charles Rogers.
Please welcome back to the stage Student Leadership President Madison Stevens for the turning of the tassel.
Class of 2017, would you please stand? Please move your tassel from right to left. Congratulations, Dragons. We have graduated.